Hello everybody and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. You're looking at my friend Bacchus. And you may ask yourself, why is Bacchus an important figure in Zielona Góra, or Grunberg as the Germans would call it traditionally? You may well ask. In fact, I asked myself that when I first came here. And the answer was immediately forthcoming. They make wine here. Makes sense, right? They make wine here. And this is the King Bacchus statue of the town. You see he's delicately covered over his vital regions and also wearing the traditional Bacchus halo. Looks like a garland of flowers and leaves. It looks like this looks like a guy who drinks a lot, let's face it. At any rate, we're standing in the crossroads right now of Zielona Góra, and if I just let you see the beautiful buildings here, these are all original buildings all along here. This is so rare. This is not even the town square. This is just the pedestrian crossroads, and it's so rare in Poland that you will find a town of this size, a regional capital. This is the capital of Lusatia, the traditional name over many, many years. And well, I mean, you can just see for yourself. But this, the reason, you may ask yourself, why is it like this? That's what I asked myself too. How is it possible that this was not destroyed in World War II? Well, the reason is because the Russians were advancing via Poznan and straight on towards Berlin. There's a road that runs from Warsaw to Poznan to Berlin now, and on a fast train route. It takes about 6 hours. Drive is a little longer, even if you're going fast. It's just a long way. But the Russians bypassed this. Before World War II, only about 25,000 people lived in Zielona Góra. It was just a small provincial town, not a city like it is today. And let's just look at some more of give you a different view here. And this, it was a center before World War II of textile manufacturing and some other kinds of industry. There's coal mining nearby, lots of it. You know, Silesia is famous for salt and coal mines. That's tradition from the Middle Ages. Yeah, you can see this pedestrian road is just going a long way down there. This way, this side, if you look up there, it goes, you just see a tree, tall tree in the background. There's a hill there, and this is the center of the wine culture. And that's where we're going to head. At any rate, right here you have the theater. This gray building is the theater. And you have the local Lubelski Museum. Lubelski is where Lublin is. It's the eastern province, southeastern province. This is Lubelski, Lusatia, in the old terms. Anyway, we're going to walk up here, and eventually we're going to get to the hill in the center of the city where there is wine. Zielona Góra, they call it. There are a lot of hills, and some quite steep, but they're no mountains. Góra means mountain. They're just hills. Don't get excited. All right, watch the trailer, and we're going to go up there and have a look at the wine culture. Stay with us. two most important things to remember about Zielona Góra. One, it was not destroyed in the war and remains a great example of pre-World War II architecture in Poland. Now, I mean, virtually a whole city like that. And then you come here. What you're looking at, of course, is a small vineyard on the hill in the center of Zielona Góra. Behind me is what they call the Palmarnia, which is a place full of palm trees, as you might guess, and a center of meetings, and particularly meetings during the wine festival, which happens in September. This is not just a tourist thing. Zielona Góra has had wine in its blood since at least, say, 900 to 1,000 years ago. So right at the beginning of Lubuski, this particular part of Poland, Lusatia as it was known in the Middle Ages, when the Polish kingdom was beginning, they felt a need for two things: beer and wine. You can't have a kingdom without those things in the Middle Ages, because guess what? Drinking beer or wine is better for you, had less alcoholic content in those days, and it's better for you than drinking the water, which could have a lot of bacteria in it, especially if you're around people. Now, you look back and see behind me, this is more of a, I mean, they're seriously making the wine here, but it's not for display. The thing to remember is that from 1800, that's 200 and some 23 years ago, this is 2023, they had a number of vineyards in the several hundreds, the amount of vineyards that were here in the area of Zielona Góra. Now, it's surprising, I know, it seems far north to have vineyards, but they have a very hospitable growing season from spring to September. And as you can see, the plants flourishing behind me. And wine exists. It was very surprising. I didn't know that until I came here. And that was how I discovered, when I came here the first time, that Zielona Góra had wine. If you had told me that, I wouldn't have believed it. It seemed too far north to me. Wrong again. But you have the information, so you can be a wine expert on this part of Poland. Just look it up and read about it. And when you come here, make sure that you come and taste the wine. If you come in September, you can come to the wine festival, as I mentioned before. So, thanks for watching. I'm Will Richardson in Zielona Góra, and it really is green today. It's a beautiful day, even if it's a bit nippy for the summer, but that's all right. Just put a sweater on. See you tomorrow night. Don't forget to like us on YouTube and on Facebook, to subscribe in both places. Just search Poland Daily Travel on YouTube and Facebook.